So I thought I would do a video on what I am doing to maximize my income as a 23-year-old registered nurse living in the UK. The cost of living is just increasing and increasing, and my wage is not. So I'm trying to do things that are going to provide me income outside of work so that I don't start to put so much focus on earning at work, rather actually enjoying my job, because I do enjoy my job. I just hate the aspect that I'm drowning in bills every month after payday hits. This is going to be a video about what I am trying to do as a 23-year-old to maximize my income, or rather to increase side income so that I can enjoy my shifts at the hospital but simultaneously enjoy life. So we will go through what I currently am earning, where my money's going, and what I think I can do to make it feel like I'm earning a little bit more. But essentially I am trying to put my all into either finding a hobby or a side hustle, but also documenting that for you guys to see if this will somehow help you, because I'm feeling rather stuck. And I want to say what kind of opened this dam was because I was at work yesterday and we had an email about our car staff parking, and it's going to increase. Mind you, I started work about 1.5 years ago, and I have paid, let's say, I think like £9 or £10 every month, which made sense because it was based off when you went into work, it would read your reg plate, and then if you like had annual leave, it wouldn't read your reg plate, so your income, like, you wouldn't pay more than you're going into work. But yesterday we had this lovely email that said there was a flat rate per month regardless of whether you're at work or not, which I think, one, is a little bit unfair, and two, it has doubled in price, but our wages have not doubled in price. So I'm a little bit upset. I started paying for my union, which was about £20, and now parking is £22, so that's £40. And in the grand scheme of things, that's not like a month to month, that's not a lot, but in over a year, that's more than £440. That's basically £440. And mind you, I pay every year £143 now to work as a nurse, and it's just a lot because you spend so much just to keep your pin, and then the government decides they want to pay you a little bit more, and that's gonna be like a slap on the wrist. Anyways, so I'm trying to do what I can do to increase my income, and that's by doing things outside of work. So this month of September is going to be the month of finding hobbies that can earn me some money. So let's go through what I'm setting up in order to succeed in September. So let's get into it again. So a little bit of history. I went to uni, and when I was at uni I did nursing, so you got a £5,000 bursary every year, and that's obviously to help with placements and like commuting, yada yada yada, because we're doing like 2,300 hours of work in order to be qualified, and that does not equate to £5,000, I'll tell you that. So I thought, let me be financially smart. First year we don't talk about it, because first year me was need this, need this, need that, need that. I was a dog with a bone. So I spent a lot of money in first year, but we don't talk about it. Second year hit and my uni frontal lobe developed in terms of money. So I opened Lifetime Lifestyle. So I opened one at Paragon, and then I contributed £4,000 every year. And as of right now, I am currently I've just hit just over 20k. I didn't max it out, I think 2024, because I went on holiday and I was enjoying my grad summer, and I was like, do you know what, it's okay. I think I didn't max it out by like £200, but I was like, it's okay, because that £200 it made me enjoy Thailand, it made me do this, blah 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 blah. So we don't talk about it, but I have still got like a little over 20 grand in there, which I'm happy about. And then when I was at uni, I did save up regularly because I knew after I graduated I was going to do like a grad summer. So I'm pretty sure I saved up 3 grand for my grad summer. And then a girl failed one of her assignments, so I had like a half grad summer. I was redoing my essay. I submitted that in like October, but then I was living at home and I didn't like the way my room looked, so I renovated my room, bought new wardrobes, and kind of just splurged on being an adult living at home. And then I visited my friends in London. I went on holidays. So yeah, that 3k quickly dwindled down into a little bit of nothing. And then I bought an iPad because my iPad broke in like 3rd year. So I bought a new iPad and I decided to go big, or they say go big or go home, so I went big, baby. So then that dwindled down, but then obviously I started working 2025 January, and I was like, I need to get right. Like, this job, although the pay looks good, I know it's easy to get stuck into lifestyle creep. So when I started, I still lived at home in 2025 January. And then I was going to Thailand because I was like a mix of like my grad summer, because I had to do my research. So then I ended up going to Thailand in March. So I spent 2 weeks in Thailand. Best time of my life. I don't even care how much money I spent. All I know is I spent it and time was here. So I went to Thailand, and then at this time, that's when I did max out my LISA. I think I was just under about £200. But I was also saving regularly because we were going to Ghana in July, and you guys know Ghana ain't cheap. The flight itself was like £1,100. And then I was going to Morocco in September. So I was like, this is just my grad summer just continuing. So I was saving for my LISA, but I was also enjoying my time. And then I think I got a bit of money because I got in a car accident. So I put that as well into my savings. Having problems with my smile, my teeth, my self-confidence. I was just having a lot of tooth pain as well. And I was like, okay, this is the youngest I'll be. This is the least amount of responsibilities I'll have in my life. And this is as freeing as I'll be. So let me go for a consultation, decide whether what I want to do to my teeth. I thought maybe the NHS could sponsor me. Not sponsor me, but like I could do it under the NHS. But clearly, no. I was like 22, 21. That ain't happening. So I ended up going for braces, which is what we have here. I ended up going for braces, and I've had them for just under, I think, 10 months now. And it's going really well. My smile is just amazing. Like, I feel like when I smile, I just feel so happy. So I just can't wait for them to come off. But obviously, braces, I'll give you the figure. I am paying $1,500 for my braces. That includes like whitening, gum contouring, retainers at the end of it. So hopefully it's worth it. But at that time, so right now our timestamp is August. I've got no responsibilities. I still live at home. I'm on my NHS band 5 pay, and I'm regularly saving into my savings. And then I decided, you know what, I want to move out. I'm just disliking my life at home. Like, I feel like it's affecting my relationships. I'm still sharing a room, mind you, with my 12-year-old sister at this time. So it just wasn't sustainable as a girl that was doing long days and nights. So I decided, okay, I'm going to find a place. So I think from like August, I properly started looking. And then I was on holiday in September in Morocco. And then I got an email back like, because I went for a viewing right before I left to Morocco, and they were like, okay, you've got the apartment, are you ready to carry on? I need an answer ASAP. So I was in Morocco and I was like, oh crap, like this is happening. And mind you, I've just got my consultation for braces, and I put like their non-refundable deposit down. So I was like, okay, I've got 2 large spendings, can I physically do this? And I looked at my finances, and at the time I was like, yes, this is the youngest I'll be, least responsibilities I'll have, so let's just go for it. So September, I came back from Morocco, signed my apartment tenancy agreement, and then I moved in here in I think mid-September, like 12th of September. So it's come to September, and I've dropped like 4 grand in just 1 month, and I'm like, okay, physically it's possible because I've had savings. This is what this is for. So then I'm like, okay, surviving. It comes to December, obviously Christmas comes and I'm a big giver, so I spent money on Christmas. But the good thing about me was when I was saving over the year, I save, when it gets to a point, I start saving for the next milestone. So like in January, I'll start saving for my car insurance because I do that in a year. And after car insurance, I start saving for Christmas, I believe. But then in the midst of that, it's also my birthday, so a lot of those bits hits up. But that was before I had all these like responsibilities. So it comes to 2026 January and I'm like, okay, money is coming out very, very quickly. Let's have a little financial plan. So I did a financial audit on myself and I did it for the year. I mean, we did like an audit of like how much my rent is, how much my bills are, like what my outgoings are and what my ingoings are. And at the time, everything was a little bit tight. Money had places to go, right? So every money was accounted for and I was fine. And then I think it got to June and it was my birthday. And I don't think I saved well for my birthday, but I always like to treat myself on my birthday. So I spent a little bit of money. I feel like since then, I've just been living paycheck to paycheck. And we're in August. And I dropped doing nights in, I think, June. And my last 2 paychecks have been like £200 less. And in a world where I've budgeted for every single money in hopes that my money would have stayed the same, that has hit me very, very hard. So we have come back to introducing nights in because as much as I hate them, my lifestyle needs them. So I think until I can find a replacement for my night shifts equivalent, I need to keep doing at least 1 or 2 nights a month. So that is the rundown of my finances at the moment. My savings. Oh yeah, I forgot one big expenditure as well. I got a new car. So I bought a new car and the savings that I had from that, I think I put 6 grand towards the car by myself. And then I borrowed 6.5 grand from my mum. So I've been paying her about £250 every month. But I've been putting it into the stock market because my mum wants it all like at the end. So I've just popped in the stock market alongside my own contributions for myself in hopes that in 2 years I'll have more than I've put away, and it'll almost be like I'm not giving my mum back anything, if that makes sense. So as of right now, I think I have paid back £2,000. So I'm a third away in, and that doesn't seem that bad in the grand scheme of things now. But yeah, so basically my ingoings are just my paying. My outgoings is like my rent, my bills, my savings, and I just feel stuck right now. I was going to create an Etsy monthly planner and I paid for the Etsy business name, but then I was like, are people actually going to use this? And I kind of gave myself that talk down and I just didn't commit to it. So I think I need to focus on trying to really do that in September, now that I've finished doing my high dependency course on my unit. So yeah, that's my rundown. So I'm going to try and do my Etsy. I'm going to try post a lot more on YouTube and TikTok and maybe Instagram, but I feel like Instagram's a bit scary for me at the moment, so I might just continue with TikTok, YouTube, in hopes that I can start earning a bit of money from that. I started renting out my clothes, so I have my grad dress here, and then I follow Mia McGrath, and she rents a lot of like hers and women dresses on by rotation. So I popped my dress on there as a whim, and I think like within a couple of days someone rented it, and that was £35 in my pocket for a dress that's just been in my wardrobe for the last 2 years. And then I got that back. She left a really lovely review, and then I washed it, popped it back on, and someone else has rented it for September. So that could be a little income, but not enough at the moment to make a difference for me, and not consistent enough. So I just need to pick up little hobbies that would pay well for me. Maybe I'll start dog walking. Oh my gosh, I sound so monotone. Maybe I'll start dog walking, but I'm just scared of some dogs. So imagine going up and be like, no, I can't walk that dog. That'll just be stupid. But yeah. So in the next couple of months, we are going to try and increase our income outside of work, so that I am not drowning at work and I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. If that is something that you also want to do, hit me up, follow, subscribe, leave a message. I don't know if you can DM on YouTube. Leave a message in the comments and let's get on this journey together. And as well as that, we're just going to continuously make good money efforts. No splurging. Think about something before you buy it for multiple occasions, and returns that you don't need. Journalist journey on increasing my financial income and reducing my financial expenditure. We got this. I don't know when I'm gonna do an update, but see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, see you in the next one. I'm so freaking weird, bro. Okay.